Hello, my name is Shitiz Srivastava and this is my video blog. This is Shitiz Says. Today I'm going to tell you about how to make a good and great food channel. Now I have started a food channel with my mom called Srivastava's Kitchen, which you must watch because my mom appears in it and I am editing and doing all those videos. And it started by accident. One day my mom was making some food and I just shot all the things that she was doing and I edited it and put it on YouTube, and I got some views and she got motivated. She sent it to some relatives and they all gave very good reviews. So I decided that I'm going to make more videos of my mom cooking food. That's how it started. Initially when I started the channel, there was no logo. There was a very bad photo of my mother that was on the YouTube channel, which was actually on the Gmail, and there was no cover photo. There was nothing that was actually happening, and every day with every video things kept on increasing, and I got more curious about YouTube and I started researching more about all those things. Now I have worked previously in food business a little bit, and I was a creative producer for a company which was producing food, and I had produced nearly 80 food videos, which were mostly tabletop videos, and few of them were with master chef and other anchors, which I saw happening, and I saw the edit and I saw the shoot, and I was actually consultant on that. So basically I was consultant on the direction and making it more interesting. But the thing is, I learned a lot while working on those food videos, and which I'm imbibing on my when I'm making my own content. And the first thing that I want to tell you about the channel is that there are hundreds of channels on YouTube about food, and there are millions of recipes. Most of them are the same recipes which have been told by different people according to the ingredients that they use. So there's terrible competition on YouTube right now about food business, and it's always working. Most of the channel that I've seen about food, they have got subscriber base in thousands and millions. So it is always a channel which always works. People like to watch food, people like to see new recipes, and every day people are eating 3 or 4 times, so they like to watch food recipes and food videos. So the most intelligent thing to do right now is to just start your own channel. Just open up, because it's free account, just start a Gmail account and start your own channel and start posting the videos. However bad the quality of the videos, it does not matter. The most important thing is that you start the channel, and then you keep on improving the channel one by one. When I first put my videos, there was no good thumbnails. There were just videos that were happening, and then I realized that I have to put thumbnails so that people can see what the video is all going to be all about. So first I put the thumbnail, and then I realized that the videos were getting too long, so I started putting in jump cuts and cross dissolve in those videos, and then I started putting a long description, because I realized that because I saw a lot of other videos in which there were long descriptions and descriptions were working, and I saw the videos of Delhi Eves, who was telling how to make your channel more interesting, and how to increase the subscriber base by enticing more people towards your channel, and how to make it look more professional. So how to put the taglines, how to put the names of the channel is very important, and how you understand it. It is something that you can do in just one video. If you understand that you have to make it look, you have to put the things in capital letter, where you have to put the things in capital letter, where you have to use a small case letters, and what kind of fonts that you need to put. Everything matters there, and you have to like the behavior of the customer in those videos. Like, you have to tell them to subscribe to channel, you have to tell them to like the channel. Otherwise people just watch the channel and just move on, because they are very busy, they don't have any patience, while people on YouTube don't have any patience. Just watch a video and move on. So I would suggest that you tell them that you want them to subscribe your channel and do all those kind of things. Second thing is, once you put like 5-6 videos and start sharing them, learn a little bit of Photoshop and start making your own logos, and put a great profile photo and a great cover photo. And you can use this website called Canva, which is very interesting website, where you can do all those things without even having the knowledge of Photoshop. And there are lots of tools that are available on internet which you can use to make your own logo and make your own thumbnails and cover page and profile photos. Edit them as much as you can, like you do on Instagram, or you can use this app called Snapseed to make your photos more interesting and more beautiful. So do that, because the more beautiful your channel is going to be, the more people are going to get attracted towards it. So do that, it's very important. Even though you have started your channel, you have lots of recipes that you're putting there. You have to do a lot of research, you have to watch a lot of food videos just to understand what kind of videos that other people are making. You have to watch a lot of successful videos and see what kind of videos they are making, why those videos are attracting people and why people are watching those videos, because that's very important, that you have to see who are the people who are successful before you, and you have to avoid doing the mistakes that people have made earlier and immediately reach to the point where you start making successful videos, which is the most important thing, that you have to prepare some rules and regulations, that these are the things that you're going to do. In your mind there are things that might work, but they will just work inside your own mind. People are interested in tremendously different things. Sometimes you feel that if you put a very good editing, if you put a lot of transitions and put a lot of intercuts, then people will be very interested towards watching your video. But sometimes people just want to watch the entire thing. I have seen videos where people are just watching for 20 minutes a man eating food. There are people who are watching people reviewing food, and there are channels where people are just watching people watching videos. So there is no limitation on which YouTube works, and no one actually knows how YouTube works. People are just putting videos, and sometimes they get hit, sometimes they don't get hit. And another thing that I want to tell you about is that you have to have the patience to keep posting the videos without getting any views, because one of those videos in some time is going to hit and going to get viral, and all other videos of yours is then going to get viral, and all of the videos are going to get views accordingly. But the thing is, you have to keep putting the content on internet, on YouTube, and that's how it makes a difference. Most of the people think that they're going to put one video and going to get viral, and if that doesn't get viral, they lose the motivation and stop putting the videos. But the thing is, most of the YouTubers, it took them nearly 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, sometimes more than 10 years to get successful. There are YouTubers I was reading about which opened their channels in 2007 and they got successful in 2017, they got successful in 2016, and the first video that they got hit was after 8 years. So if you are thinking that you are going to get successful very easily on YouTube, that's not going to happen, because the competition has increased, and it's not that easy as much as you think it is. Because if you want to earn a lot of money from YouTube, especially from food videos, you want to get sponsors and brand sponsors and ad revenues, then you have to keep working towards a particular goal. And I would suggest that you put a goal of putting at least 100 videos on YouTube on consistent basis before you actually think of quitting the YouTube. And the interesting part is that by the time you will put 100 videos, you will get so much excited about putting the videos that you won't quit. So for 100 videos, just think of it as a office work that you have to do, and just keep on putting the videos, and trust me, it is going to make a difference in your life. While I was researching for food videos, I realized one important thing, that people are not watching your videos for food. There are similar recipes. No matter what recipe you're going to make, there are better alternatives of those food videos on internet. There are so many good chefs who are making a lot of recipes. There are a lot of housewives who are very knowledgeable about food, and they are putting all those recipes, and sometimes people shoot such good videos that you just cannot compete with them. At that time, I just understand one thing, that you are not selling food videos on internet. Like I saw this film called Founder, which is about McDonald's, and how Ray Kroc started the McDonald's company. And one day Ray Kroc meets this guy who tells him that you are not actually in food business, you are in the real estate business. Similarly, I want to tell you that you are not in, if you're making food videos, you are not in the food business, you are in the personality business. So whoever is anchoring that particular show has to have a certain personality and has to have developed a certain kind of brand. So whatever recipe you like, if you are making Shahi Paneer, or if you are making an imona, or if you are making a tandoori chicken, it does not matter, because there are hundreds of videos of tandoori chicken on internet. So what makes your video different from all other videos is going to be the personality of the anchor. So whoever is on the screen anchoring that particular video has to have a great personality, has to have something different about him that makes the video that interesting. It does not matter what background you use, it does not matter what kind of techniques you are using while making those food videos, but whatever the person who is doing all those anchoring, how it is making it more interesting to make that video, how you are making that recipe more easy for people to access and go and forcing people to go and make that recipe. Like there are a few recipes that I saw on internet which was so difficult to make that no one would think of making them, let alone following that channel, because the recipes was very difficult to make. There were very specific things that were happening. So when I started my channel for food, I never told my mom to give the specifics about what kind of how much amount of salt she was using, how much amount of red pepper she was using, how much amount of vegetables she was using. I just say just give them a guesswork that like she was using in the real life. I never forced my mom to put do things that she was not comfortable into. I just want her personality to come out when she's making those videos, because without her personality those food videos are not useful. And lots of people are making food videos, so the special thing about the food video that my mom is making is has to be her personality and not the food. The food is just a byproduct of those videos. She has to sell her personality, and that was the most important thing that I realized by reading all those books. There are a lot of videos that you have to see, and some of the favorite videos of mine are Tasty videos. Tasty does a lot of tabletop videos. They do a lot of research while posting those videos. They also post the bloopers of the videos they are making, and they have very interesting employees who make those videos. They are very funny, and they engage the audience with their talks, and they engage the audience with their personality. And there's also another YouTube channel called Bong Eats. There's another YouTube channel called Hebber's Kitchen. There's videos of Gordon Ramsay, and all of these things tells you one thing, that there is certain difference in those videos than all other videos, which makes those videos more interesting than other videos. Like Tasty has terrific lighting, they have terrific camera work, and they make videos in a very compact size. In a minute they will tell you like 5 recipes, which is very interesting, because looking at those videos you think that you can actually make those recipes, and they become very possible for you. They become very possible that you can actually go ahead and start making those recipes. So that is the most important thing that Tasty actually learned while making those videos. That's why they have more than 8 million subscribers, I guess. And Hebber's Kitchen is someone who is making Indian food, which is considered very complex in Western civilization, and they're making it on as a tabletop video, and they make it look very easy that you can also make it at your home. That's the most important thing, that they make it look very easy. And that is the crux of that all the YouTube food videos, that you have to make your food look very easy to make so that people can actually start making them, and that's how they're going to follow you. So do a lot of case studies, watch a lot of videos. As many videos as you can watch on YouTube is going to help you. You can understand their editing style, you can understand the anchors style, you can understand what kind of food they're making, what kind of food is interesting to make. One of the most biggest misconception about food videos is that if you're going to make unique food, then people are going to watch your food videos a lot. But that's just a misconception. Like statistically, if you are making very common food videos, like if you're making a burger, or you're making a pav bhaji, or if you're making a shahi paneer, there are more chances of people viewing that video than viewing a video which is about a food that no one has seen before, because people are searching by common tag words. If you have a food that has a very complex name that no one has heard about, how the people are going to search for that video? Unless you have a very big subscriber base and people are already watching your video, till then I don't suggest you that you start making those recipes which are very obsolete. You should start with the recipes which are common, and so that people can easily search your recipes. And the thing is, when someone is making any recipe, like if I am thinking of making any recipe, like if I'm thinking of making chicken korma, then I would go through at least 10 recipes, and I would browse through 10 recipes before seeing what is the common ingredients of all those recipes, and start making those recipes. I started making that recipe. I won't specifically follow any single YouTube video while making my chicken korma. I would go through a lot of recipes just to understand what is the basic funda that goes behind making chicken korma, and to understand the particular philosophy that goes behind making that chicken korma, and only then I would start making that particular recipe. In the end, I would just like to say that you have to post a lot of content, and don't stop putting a lot of content. Just keep on improving the content, just keep on putting the content. And one of the interesting thing that happened when I started posting the food videos of my mother was that every single person who saw the videos had just one question that they asked us, and it was how much money you are making from your YouTube channel. And everyone thinks that YouTube is a very easy thing where you can get money very easily, and the moment you put some videos on YouTube, you're going to get a lot of money. But that's not going to happen, and you should not be irritated by such kind of questions, because people understand that to build an audience, it takes time. To get a lot of money from YouTube, you also need a lot of time and a lot of patience. A lot of effort needs to be gone into it, and the people who are actually doing YouTube videos because of money, I believe that they're never going to make any money from it, because their main intention is to make the money, not help people. If your main intention is to put the useful videos on YouTube that people can actually use and people can actually subscribe to, people can actually see that this is what they want to do, and it helps people, and it helps people in their lives. But I think that YouTube channel is going to get very successful and you're going to get a lot of money. The money is for the barter system. You give them the service, you give them the value, you give them the help, and they're going to return you with the money, and they're going to return you with the comments, and they're going to give you a lot of credibility, and that's how you get the money from YouTube. But it's not going to happen for maybe 6 months, or maybe for a year, or maybe for 2 years. There might not be any money involved in what you're doing, but you have to keep consistently doing it, because that's the groundwork that you're making for the future money to come in. When the money is going to come, it's going to come in masses, and I can promise you that. But all you have to do is be consistent and keep posting videos as frequently as you can. There's no rule to how frequently you can put your videos. If you want to put 13 videos per day, that's completely fine. If you want to put 3-4 videos per month, that is also completely fine. If you want to put only 1 video every month, that is also completely fine. If you want to put whatever amount is there in your mind, is completely fine. But the frequent it is, the more content you have on a YouTube channel, the more subscription that you're going to get, and the more interesting your YouTube channel is going to get, and the more subscription there will be. People trust people that if someone is seeing your videos again and again, and they know that you're posting your content every day, they will subscribe to your channel just to see more of your content. But if you're posting your content at irregular intervals, there are chances that they won't subscribe to you, because they don't know, and they don't want to know when your next YouTube video is going to come. So I would suggest that you put all those videos as a consistent intervals, and also at particular times, so that people can wait for your video and just log in to watch your videos and comment and like them. So here was my video about my experience about food business. I hope you like them, and subscribe and share to my video channel. Goodbye. Thank you.